Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, I have said severally on this channel that to rescue the southern regions from the vice grip of Malam Buhari and his tribesmen, it will it will require a BLOOD price, a BLOOD price, because these people are demanding that price, and they are demanding it in a high quantity before they can let go of the southern regions. Because you have to imagine, Nigeria is the 7th largest oil exporting country in the world. These people sit on top of that vast fortune. Nigeria is a $700 billion per annum economy, so that's like $700 billion per annum. So every 2 years or so, Nigeria is making in excess of $1 trillion. So this is the fortune that is at stake, and these people have been milking it for as long as they have, as long as we can remember. So you now asking them to let go of it and just walk away casually is you just being a bit naive. For you to get these people to let go, they will require a BLOOD price. So now Sunday Igboho made the first tentative step, and as everybody that has made that tentative step to push these people back, he has paid the price that they usually pay. Ken Saro-Wiwa paid that price, Abiola paid the price, Sowore is paying the price, Nnamdi Kanu is paying the price, and Sunday Igboho now is paying the price. Guys, I bring you this. Sunday Igboho'S Ibadan house reportedly set on fire. So this is now the headline that we're contending with. The revenge is swift, and it is sharp, and it is decisive. So this now, of course, you would immediately think it is the Fulanis that are behind it, but then of course you cannot discount the Fulani government as well as the Fulani criminals. But then of course you would have a task almost of a Herculean proportion to make the distinction between the Fulani criminals and the Fulani government. But whoever and whatever, the upshot of it is Sunday Igboho'S Ibadan house reportedly set on fire. So now let's now get into the details of it. A house belonging to activist Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, located in Soka area of Ibadan, Oyo State, was in the early hours of Tuesday burnt by fire. It was gathered that the fire started soon after power supply to the area where the house is located was cut off, and the cause of the fire is still unknown. The house is said to be where the activist resided before building another one in the same Ibadan area. It is still unclear if there were anybody inside the building as at the time of the fire incident, or if there were any casualties. Igboho had been in the news lately for leading some youths to the Fulani settlement in Ibirapa, Oyo State, where they attacked the Seriki Fulani's house and set it on fire. Some cars on the premises were also set ablaze. Igboho had issued a quit notice to Fulanis in the state and southwest region of the country to vacate after they were accused of complicity in kidnappings, killings, and other crimes in the area. There had been clashes between herdsmen and farmers in the area, as farmers on many occasions accused the herders of destroying their farms by letting cows graze on them. Following the quit notice issued by Igboho and the attack on Fulani settlement in Ibirapa, both the governor of the state, Seyi Makinde, and the Inspector General of Police, Mohammedu Adamu, had ordered his arrest. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is a clip to this which I can't attach to this particular video, but I'll be putting a link to it. It's on our Instagram, so I'll be putting a link to the Instagram page so you can go have a look at the clip for yourself. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Their sword is sharp and their court is decisive. This is the Fulanis now, of course. In Yoruba land, we say Ajekelano Omokuleni. So this is an Ajekelano Omokuleni sort of narrative now. So there's no other place to point the finger than in the direction of, obviously, the people that this guy is engaged with frontally in the most immediate time. So I mean, just look at that, you know. So now this is really an invitation to an open warfare, because I cannot think of any other thing that this signals other than that. So now these people, they've been savaging and ravaging, as I often say, savaging and ravaging the southwestern regions, to the point that the southwestern indigenes, having no recourse to any form of law or legal structure, have then taken the protection of themselves into their hands to then take the lead from the Sunday Igboho to go to the people that are trying to repress and oppress them within their own region, to say to them that this far and no further, thus far and no further. So that was the scenario. And then when they got to the place that these people are, by the way, I am talking about Igboho's visit to the Seriki Fulani. When they got to that place, and these people purport to be cattle herders and cattle traders, the cars that they were seeing, exotic cars worth in the millions of 15 to 20 million naira, 11, 12 of them all stretched out, all brand new. So this guy, Igboho, was then asking the Serikis that, is it the profit from this malu, which is what we call cows in Yoruba language, is it the profits from the malu that you are selling that has afforded you now this luxury Range Rovers and Lexus Jeeps? And oh yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if there was a Lamborghini amongst the fleet of cars that this guy just parked right in the middle of some obscure settlement in Ibirikpa. Cars that would be the envy of Elon Musk is what this guy has in his fleet. So he was then asking, of course, that is it this Malu that you're selling for 80 to 100,000 a head that can afford you this lifestyle? Because of course the Serikin Fulani then in that Ibirikpa area was the middleman in every kidnapping incident that takes place. So these Fulanis will go into the public and go and capture and kidnap a high profile person, and then the community will be up in agitation and in anxiety, and then they will go to that Serikin Fulani, and then he will say he will go and look for the people, and he will then say, oh, he has been able to find them at risk to his own life, and they are demanding this and they are demanding that. So he was the middleman then for all of these kidnappings that was going on in that Ibiripa area. So the boys will go and kidnap, he will go to the family of the victim and negotiate, get the money, bring it back to the boys. But then of course the boys are not really the boys, but the boys are really his boys. So he was effectively running a kidnapping operation within that area, and the fleet of cars that was found in his compound when Sunday Igboho went there to confront him. The fleet of cars that were found on that compound is proof enough, if not proof positive, and in fact, indeed, proof positive that this guy is the arrowhead of the kidnapping operation in that area. And this guy, by the way, he also had the direct line to the local police chief of that community, because when Sunday Igboho went to confront him, straight the guy was onto the phone and was calling some police commissioner or the other that come and look at this troublesome or your man trying to disrupt my business of kidnapping his people. You know, so this is it. The police are complicit. The lead of the Fulani community in Ibirapa is the bagman for the kidnapping operation, and the victims are the indigenes that are meant to be protected by the structure. So this is what led to the birthing of Sunday Adeyemo, otherwise known as Sunday Igboho. So this is what gave birth to this sort of character. Although this Sunday Adeyemo, by the way, because we are all finding out about him now, apparently he has been in the war trenches since the days of Ife Modakeke fight. So he was one of the elements in that fight. So this is a guy that has been in that frontal thing of worrying everybody for as far back as then, when you remember, if Mudakeke, I think that was in the 80s. So now, anyway, the revenge now is very quick incoming, because we are still just days away from the incident that happened at the Serikis house, to then now have now this thing that has now happened at a Sunday Igboho's house. So there you have it now. But then, of course, what will be the repercussion? There will be no repercussion, because, of course, it is still Sunday Igboho that the authorities, rather, it is still Sunday Igboho's that the authorities are looking to take down. And this also happened, something similar happened in Ogun State, by the way. I'm sure you are all following the narrative of how some people in Ogun State protested about this headsmen eating up their crops, and then in anger, the headsmen, just like the Seriki was phoning the police commissioner, the headsmen went to the army cantonment and brought a whole bunch of army to come and flog the whole of that community in Ogun State for having the temerity and the effrontery of challenging them for eating their crops on their farm in their own ancestral land. So this is the narrative now, and the latest development now is the burning down of this guy's house. They were hoping that he still lives there. That was probably the information that they had. But now, there you have it now, an ever-evolving story, of course, and the latest development, of course, is going to be brought to you on this channel. So click on the red subscribe button to stay in touch. Click on the bell button as well. That way you are notified every time I drop on a video. So click on the like button as well. So you're clicking on the subscribe button, the bell button, and then the like button, because the like button then lets YouTube know that people are interested in the video, and then they can promote it more to like-minded people so that they can come join us in our conversations. So once you've done all the clickings, come into the comment section, rather. Let's kick off this conversation. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.